Brows from Demi Brows and Beauty. She
Hi
owns a
guys.
hair salon.
Yes, here downtown
Yes.
in Dot City.
Yes.
The name of the salon is Demi Brows and Beauty, and it's a full service salon. And the brows comes with the Demi Brows is because we do specialize in eyebrows as well.
Yeah, and she does really good hair. She did my hair.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It looks so good, and I see the blowout going. Yeah, I like it.
I use this thing from TikTok that I got.
Is it the heated one or the blow drying
The
one?
heated one.
It's like a redondo.
Yeah.
No, I like it. Yeah,
I really
it looks
like
cute.
it.
And it's easier, right?
Yeah, because I can't do it.
It's really
I
pretty.
can't do that.
Have you used a mask yet?
No, I think
No.
I'm gonna buy the one you said.
Because it still looks good, but yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, but I don't know.
And it looks healthy.
I'm scared it's gonna be more red. It won't turn more red if I use it.
It could be a little. If you do the deep red, it's gonna be a little deeper but richer. I think it'll look pretty, pero it shouldn't be brighter. It's gonna be richer, so you might get the illusion of it being brighter, but it shouldn't be like excessive.
Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah.
You said once a week. That's not bad.
Yeah. And if you don't want too much, you can always dilute it with conditioner too. Like dilute it and then put it on.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try that then.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been in business?
So I've had the salon for 6 years, going in February.
Are you gonna do anything?
I don't
Are you
know.
have a party?
Not a party, but we usually do little things there at the salon, or either pictures, and I celebrate with the girls and stuff like that.
Cute.
Yeah.
Fatima's been with you since the beginning then, right?
6 years. Yeah.
Oh my
She's going for 6
gosh,
years.
that's
I
crazy.
know. And so Fatima's the oldest has been with me there 6 years, and then Xiomara, she's been the newest before Vivi, which is Vivi's the one that is about to get hired, and Vivi's been there for 2 years. So it's like we haven't had a new stylist in a while. Yeah.
And you're wanting to get a new one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Me. I'm just kidding, dude.
You're gonna go do our content.
I cannot. I'm so down. I'd be so nervous to like cutting people's hair, dude.
No, I know. People are like, I want to be a cosmetologist, but I'm scared. I'm like, girl,
Dude.
you have to go through that like
Just do
fear,
it.
because
Yeah.
if not, you can't do it.
No,
like,
for
there's
real.
no way.
It's a lot though.
Yes.
How did you get started into wanting to be a hairstylist?
So it was just something that I really liked growing up. I really liked all that like beauty stuff, and it just kind of happened once I realized that what I had in mind, like education, criminal justice, wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've always liked this, so might as well go into it. Yeah.
And then you had like your parents supported you and stuff.
Yes,
right?
I had my parents support always.
Yeah.
And just like the stereotype of cosmetologists that is not too much, that you can't make money, etc. Especially, we have a lot of pressure as Hispanics. Yeah, we have like first gen Hispanics in the United States. Like we do have a lot of pressure, and my parents never put that pressure on me, but it was kind of like I felt it from society.
Yeah.
So once I told my mom, like, hey mom, I'm gonna like go into cosmetology, but if 2 years after I graduated high school, so once I had my associates, that's when I went into cosmetology.
Okay.
And I was like, mom, like I'm gonna do it, but if I like it, that's what I'm gonna do. And she's like, okay, pues hazlo, pero hazlo bien. I was like, okay, and I'm here doing it bien.
I think. Yeah. I hope.
No, yeah, and
would you do anyone's hair when you were little? Or like,
I would do my friend's hair and makeup for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I would have my friends sit in the bathtub, and they would put their feet, and I would do their pedicures.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember when I was at WSU, my first year after high school, I would do free makeup, bro. Like I've always liked it. Like yeah, it was just kind of like I always saw it as a hobby more.
Okay.
So
you would just do it for other people
for fun.
That's
yeah.
so funny. Like for their big day.
Yes. So I had Brandy. Do you know Brandy?
Brandy. What's her last name?
Martinez.
Oh yes, I know.
Okay,
her.
so
She's pretty.
we were at WSC together, and I remember doing her makeup for free, and then I did her makeup for her wedding. So it was like really cool to see that. Yeah,
so
well, at the salon now.
Do you still do makeup and stuff at the salon too?
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like for quinceañeras and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's very limited because Saturday spots get taken up really quick, but I do offer it, and I do enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm more of like the natural makeup. Yes,
yeah,
that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Everything natural. I feel like my style is pretty natural.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how you do your makeup.
Thank you.
always look pretty.
Thank you.
So, when did you decide to open the salon? Like, how did you go about that?
2 years after working in the first salon.
Okay.
Yes, 2 years after working there, I decided that it was time for me to open up a salon because I outgrew it. Like I was like literally in a corner, and like I just outgrew that space, and I'm like, no, like I need my space.
So when you got out of school, was it hard for you to find a job at a different salon, or was that pretty easy for you?
No, it was pretty easy. Yeah, it was pretty easy. literally, I wasted no time. I graduated, got my license, and right away started working.
Oh, okay. Do you feel like it was, like there was more hairstylists back then than there is now?
No, so whenever in school they told us only 20% of you guys students are gonna work in cosmetology after you graduate. Oh, really? 80% don't. And I was like, no, that's a lie. Like, I doubt that. But no, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you'll see a lot of students, but only like 20% of them
like they lose
go
interest
forward.
in it?
Yeah. A lot of the times, too, what I see, it's like people can go into this field thinking it's fun and easy. Mm-hmm. It's fun and easy. It's a short career. But no, like you have to like it, because if not, clients can tell and they won't even go with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, like, the effort you put into your work really depends on, like, how much you love it.
Yeah.
So it's not just, like it's like, you have to be creative. Like, creativity, no sé, it's not top.
It's not a, like, get rich quick type thing.
Does that make sense? Or even, like,
yeah.
Like, if I wanted to, I'm going to be a chef. Like, no. Like, it's not in me. Does that make sense? Like, you have to like it in order to.
And then what year did you open the salon then?
2018.
Okay.
Yes.
And then did the pandemic affect that opening?
So that happened in 2020, and yes, we were closed for 3 months. Yeah, I cried.
There was
nervous?
Tears.
Yeah. I was just scared. I was just freaked out. I was like, what is going on?
Were you expecting to close that long, or were you expecting like a week, 2?
I was thinking like 2 to 4 weeks, and then once they told us we were going to be closed for another month, I was like, what is going on? Yeah. Oh my God. That was a weird time.
Yeah,
like,
that's scary.
Dude,
it was so weird. Like,
it was weird. Like,
I honestly don't remember a lot of it because I had just had my youngest son. I had him in September.
Okay. I heard that was really tough for new moms in COVID. Horrible. Yeah, I've heard that.
Like, he ended up getting RSV, pneumonia, and COVID all at once, dude. And it was like, that whole year was so blurry to me. Like, I don't remember anything.
So much trauma, probably.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But after 3 months, you guys opened.
Yes.
And then everything, like, felt back to normal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some things, it kind of took us a little bit to get into the habit again, because we were so used to being, like, almost scared to be around people. Does that make sense? So even with clients, probably. But
would you have to wear masks and stuff too?
Yeah.
I'm guessing? Yeah. Was that annoying?
Yes.
With hair? Oh, I
no, it was bad. And then, like, I feel like you break out even more with the mask.
With the mask. So you had to wear it all day.
Basically. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I remember that too, huh? Yeah. It was like a rule you have to. Yeah.
And at Walmart too, like, if you wouldn't wear it, they'd post you on Dot to Chat.
No, that was not. It wasn't very nice to be like this.
It was not. It was crazy.
Like it's gonna be 5 years. And next year, it's gonna be 5 years that COVID happened. Isn't that insane?
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Yeah.
That's
5
so
years.
cool.
And it always feels like 2 years, 2 years.
No, I feel like it's still kind of a thing,
5
though.
years.
Like, people still, like, are still, very...
it's still there.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more people who are, like, now, like, noticing, like, oh, I do need to wash my hands after.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely scared us. It was definitely lessons. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I remember, like, seeing people in New York. I feel like Dodge wasn't as horrible as, like, the other cities, like New York.
I remember hearing about it first. It was like, oh, it's in China, right?
Yeah, I think
and I was
so.
like, oh, okay, whatever. It won't get here.
It's not gonna get here.
It's in New York. I was like, what?
Dude.
It's in Kansas.
Dude, I honestly didn't think Dodge would get it. Cause I'm nobody even knows where Dodge is.
It goes to show how fast things spread, though.
Dude, and people travel. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I don't travel. People shouldn't travel.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy. And then the airports were closing and everything.
Yes. Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, it was a lot. What inspired you to start either going to, like, well, I guess what inspired you to even become a hairdresser? Like,
what inspired me to become a hairdresser? In the moment, I didn't really think of. It was just like, it's what I like to do. But now what keeps me motivated to do, I just really like seeing the effect that I have in women, like making them feel pretty and look pretty, being able to talk to them. And that definitely like motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing, for sure.
Yeah, because I'm sure you talk to a lot of people every day.
Yes. Different ages, everything.
Yeah. Do you hear a lot of different stories, huh?
Yes, of course.
That's nice. Well, how did you come up with the name?
Demi Brows. So there's this professional brow artist that's in Hollywood. Her name is Kelly Baker. And when I was like considering the brows, I followed her a lot.
Is that what you started with first, brows?
At my mom's house, 12 bucks. Yeah. Threading and Kelly Baker Brows. So I was following her a lot. So she was KBB And then I'm like, oh, what should it be? Like Demi Brows. And then that's kind of like, she influenced me a lot on, guided me, I guess, with the name and like the name of the salon as well.
That's good. That's an easy, cute name.
Yeah, and it's very catchy. Yeah. It's funny because Demi Brows, because I started with eyebrows, but since I'm not doing much eyebrows anymore, they'll ask me, do you do brows? I'm like, that is why it's Demi Brows. But some people think it's like my last name. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I've had that.
Seriously?
Someone told me, oh my gosh, like, I saw your name, Demi Brows, and I thought she does brows and her last name is Demi Brows. I'm like, no, girl, it's just my brand
That's
name.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What has been the hardest part of owning a salon?
Owning a salon, hardest part was definitely in the beginning, trying to balance my clients with the new hires because they're all new. Yeah. So being able to balance my clients plus their clients and guiding them to do what they need to do properly, that was a lot of pressure. I remember I would like go out of town and my mind would be in a salon. Like really? It was really bad. Yeah. But it took probably like 2 years for me to
fully train them?
Yes, for them to... It always takes around 2 years for a stylist to really know a lot more. So it's been 3 years of a lot more calmness.
So is it like reteaching them?
So it's not reteaching them. I think it's just teaching them.
Okay.
Yeah, because the school will teach you the basics. But when it comes on the floor, it's like a lot more detailed, a lot more different scenarios.
And I feel like you have to be faster too.
Yes.
You have to be way faster on there. And at school, like you can take your time. You're there all day.
Yeah, because you're just focused on doing it right by the rules. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're really fast, dude.
Dude, that's
when you watch her hair, I'm like, oh, she's fast.
Yeah, no, and
it's like not a rough fast. It's just like
and even when I go, I think that's just my style because even when I go get like my nails and when I used to get my pedicures done, I'm just like, dude, just put the nail polish. Like, I wouldn't leave. And it's just because I know people have things to do, you know? But then sometimes, like, Vivi, that she's assisting me now, she takes her time. So it's like, okay, she's teaching me that sometimes I should take my time. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to, like, your hair stuff, like color, bleaching, you're already going to be there for, like, a good 4 hours. If I add 15 minutes every time I wash your hair, you're going to be there for, like, an extra 45 minutes. Does that make sense? So it's like,
and it accumulates.
Yeah.
For sure. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I am obviously still doing what I'm doing now, hopefully, and growing the salon itself with more stylists and growing in the education field like myself. Yes.
Because you're always doing like, you just went to Texas, no? To learn a different technique, yeah.
So, yes, learning, of course, but I want to teach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I was doing that. I was on a roll earlier this year.
Like you would
teaching.
Have classes?
Yes.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
then I think I fell out of the role because of all the traveling I've been doing. So then now I really like it. So hopefully I can pick it up next year as well.
That would be cool.
I enjoy it.
Just like a little seminar?
Yes. Or like go to salons come to me, etc.
That would be so cool.
Yes.
Dude, that would be... would I learn that? Could I learn that?
No. It's crazy because even as a fresh student, it's hard to learn things because you don't know that much.
Yeah.
So imagine someone that doesn't know anything. Yeah, no.
How would you go about that? Like if somebody signed up without any?
You can't.
Or like you're going to have like an application type?
So I require them to have a license.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. That's smart. Yeah.
So it could to keep it fair. Keep it fair. Yeah.
That would be funny. Just what? What
imagine the pressure. Demi taught this girl.
Dude,
heck no.
You think you would like go to the college and teach them something?
So I've gone to the GC3, the Garden College.
Oh, okay.
I taught a class there, and I'm open to teaching anywhere they need me.
How was it?
It was fun. I love teaching. Yeah. I feel like I see the most like. ¿Cómo se le dice? The most...
Inspiration?
Fulfilled. Oh, I feel the most fulfilled when I teach, yes. So, for example, Giselle, she just left.
She's in Libro
now, yes. And
how long was she with you?
Like 4 years, dude. Yeah. So, it was very different. And same, she started fresh, and then at the end when she said bye, she's like, thank you for teaching me, and I'm like, oh, I just felt like a little bird, like I helped you, you grew, and now fly.
Yeah.
And it was very
heartfelt. Were you sad?
Yes, of course. We were like all sad for her, but happy.
Yeah.
But it was very like, okay, yeah. Like this is my purpose, like helping girls grow. I like that.
I'm glad that you teach. Like you're not like
a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, like no.
I was out of town this weekend, and I was wearing a denim dress, and this girl at Sephora asked me, "Where's your dress from?" And I couldn't think of the name because I bought it in a store in California. I'm like, "I'm sorry, I can't think of where I got it," and I hate being like a gatekeeper. I'm like, take a picture and like scan it. Like, I am not a gatekeeper.
No, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, I hate being a no. No.
That's not you.
No.
Could never be Demi.
No, I will no.
How have you dealt with self-doubt, if you had any?
Self-doubt.
Do you feel like you even had self-doubt?
Yeah. Self-doubt. Yeah? Sometimes, like, when little life hits you, slaps you, you can have self-doubt, but the support that you have with family and friends is really important. Yeah. And just self-motivation. My faith has helped me so much. So,
do you feel like whenever you're feeling like that, like, just stepping out helps you, or is it for you the opposite, where like you feel that and you get, and then you just like either teach or take on more clients, or
I feel as if it helps me more to have a good balance. Okay. Whenever I have a good balance in life, and then balance the workspace, because if I'm more here or I'm more there, then I can really feel it. Yeah. So it's just a good balance. Yeah. Keeping a good balance.
I feel like that's so hard. I struggle with that still.
You like kind of feel guilty sometimes for either or, but sometimes at first I would feel guilty for giving myself time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's just a cultural thing as well.
Probably.
Yeah, because we're not used to like.
Because even like when I'm at home and I'm sitting down and I'm like, I can't, no. And then
it's
like
weird,
my husband would get home and I would get up and like start. And
it's
like,
weird.
He's like, why do you do that? I was like, because I'm not doing anything. I feel bad because you were working. He's like, it's fine. Yeah. I'm like, I can't. I feel so bad.
Yeah, for sure. And that's been something I definitely have broke.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would struggle with that too, but for sure it's broken already.
Yeah, that's good. Because it takes a lot to do that.
Yes, or even overworking too. I was like at a point where I was like overworking myself, and that's not.
I need to try to do that.
Yeah, no. I would rather minimize in certain areas of spending and have more. And be more okay, like physically, mentally, than overworking and just being able to buy a couple more things.
Yeah, that's true. That can wait. Yeah, that can wait. What has been the hardest part of like being a salon owner?
Being a salon owner, hardest part. The one thing I find the most, not hardest, but the most annoying is the taxes, like the taxing stuff. Yeah. It's just annoying. And my mom's the one that helps me like with all the number keeping and everything. So I'm so thankful to have that support there as well. Because if not, I would have to hire someone else.
Dude, yeah. And it's a lot. They just want you to pay.
They just want your money for everything. Literally. Like, are you breathing? How many times do you breathe?
Una cosita de agua that you use, everything.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. But I mean, it's a rules, and it's okay. Yeah.
Do you do your taxes every year or every 3 months?
So you pay taxes like monthly, quarterly, but the end of the year, it's like at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's good. It makes it a little less. I feel like you have more time.
Whenever you go month by month, it helps you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, because then at the end, it's not like, oh, you owe this big amount. And I'm like, oh.
Actually?
Was that what you owe
Can I work for you?
What advice do you have for anyone that either wants to be a cosmetologist? Well, I guess this will be like 2 questions. What advice would you have to someone that's like debating on going to cosmetology or not?
So you have to really make sure you like it. For sure, you have to go in it with that purpose because you like it, not chasing money, fast money, or anything like that. You just really have to like it.
Yeah,
you have to have.
Because I feel like a lot of people are like, cosmetology is so easy.
Yes,
and it's like, no, it's not. Like everything has its little. Like you guys have to remember what to mix and how to mix it, and all
and it's just creativity. It's a lot of creativity. Like when I'm cutting or coloring hair, like my mind is working like, oh, I could do this or I could do that. It's not just, oh, applying this or applying that.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end I'm like, oh, I could do this next time. It's a lot of creativity that goes in your brain like constantly, or maybe if I angle this way or if I angle that way. It's not just the haircut. And I've been really noticing that lately. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what creativity is. Like I'm literally thinking while I'm working. Yes. And that's why every stylist is
so different.
So different. We all have our own little things, but because it's creativity so different, it's not the same for everyone. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. What advice would you have for someone that's like, if they're currently at a salon and they're thinking about opening their own thing, but like they're scared to do it? What would you tell them?
Okay, really make sure you have your clients built. Like you have to have clientele. you have to know what you're doing when it comes to basically every service. Mm-hmm. You have to have finances in line.
Yeah.
So just make sure if that's all aligned and you just have fear of stepping away from that salon, do it. But if you have fear because you don't have enough clients, because you don't have money, then don't do it. Then wait. Yeah. You just have to have things aligned for sure.
Do you feel like sometimes like for you, like, because I've seen like some people go to a salon and they don't feel like that's the salon for them.
As a stylist or as a...
Yeah, as a stylist. And then
Okay.
they leave. Like, does that affect, like, after moving so much? Like, if you can't find your spot? Does that make
As
sense?
a stylist, not as a client, right?
Yes.
I think you do have to find the culture, the salon, what culture you fit best in, because every salon has its different culture.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that. My girls in the salon haven't experienced that. So I really wouldn't be, but I'm pretty sure it would affect because that sucks. Yeah. Because you have to, in order to work comfortably, you have to be like in a comfortable space.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of like, well, all the salons I've seen, they're all really close.
Yes.
Like all the stylists are close. Like they talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
we
like,
build a relationship for sure. Yeah. And sometimes we forget we're working together.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that TikTok where it's like when the boss is telling you the chisme, then you remember you're the boss.
Yes.
It's like,
and
you get to work.
Yeah. And I feel like this year for sure was, okay, we've had meetings and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, we're here because of work, not because we're like besties. Like we have to remember that we're here for work, which is really nice that I created that work environment. Yeah. But at the same time, it can get in the way. Yeah. So we have to make sure we're keeping that good balance. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, and it's hard because like you want to keep talking to them and doing stuff, but we also have things to get done.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you have the perfect balance because like I feel whenever I go in there, like you can tell like you're the boss, but mm-hmm. you're not like the boss. Like you're not like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're not like everyone trusts you and everyone like while you were doing my hair, oh, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and they give you their opinion mm-hmm. like openly without like scared of you or like
intimidation.
Like they're like, oh, or they were, I think Alexa was asking like, you think I should do this? And like mm-hmm. you give your opinion.
Yeah. Or even I ask her, I'm like, hey Alexa.
I love that. Like I love that you guys have that and like you guys all talk, but like if there's still like a boundary, like yes, it's your salon, and then they respect you and you respect them equally.
But we all like for sure.
And you guys all come together and like talk.
Whenever one of the things I hate, it's like, for example, you go to McDonald's mm-hmm. and then there's a manager and you ask them a question, they're like, okay, my store doesn't have that. I'm like, bro, like don't say that. Like I don't even feel comfortable saying like my salon is just like our salon. We. It's like no,
you always say that.
Because I wouldn't be where I'm at if the girls wouldn't be there. It's like a whole thing. It's not just me. Does that make sense?
You can tell you're always appreciating them though. Like I really like, and I could tell that.
Yeah, I'm glad you can because yes, I do for sure.
Yeah, mm-hmm. you work hard on like being there for them. And then them equally.
Yes, I don't ever like to make even clients like mm-hmm. everybody's at the same level. I'm not higher. No one's higher. No one's lower. It's mm-hmm. just the same. Yeah. That I had seen because I have that. I have that personality. I get told I have a strong personality.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I remember in cosmetology school, I didn't have a good time in cosmetology school. Uh-huh. And I remember because they'll put you on the floor and then you have your station. And I was sitting next to a girl and this girl's like, I didn't like you at first because it looks like you like everything perfect. I'm like, what? Like that doesn't even make sense because we started getting along and then she told me, but it's like, now that I'm getting older, it's like people judge you the way they view you. Yeah. So if you're viewing me thinking that I like everything perfect, but awesome, that's awesome. Does that make sense? Like, like if you think I'm all that, it's because you think I'm all that. Yeah. It's not because I think I'm all that.
But what I've noticed too, though, like now that I'm like getting older and talking to people, it's the lack of confidence. Like other people that don't have confidence, they'll see you have confidence, mm-hmm. and then it's like, why do you have all that confidence? Why do you have? You know?
It's sometimes they're. Growing up, I mean, you learn a lot of things, and it's sometimes people insecurities is what they're what they don't like about you is what they're lacking in themselves. Yes. So it's a learning, and that's why I think it's so important to build women up so I could like how I have like the new girls, my clients, like my friends, I just try to really be honest with them so they could come up, because it's so sad seeing people with no confidence. Yeah. Because it really affects their whole life.
Yeah, it does.
Their whole life. Yeah.
And like, especially having a business, like if you weren't confident in what you do, it's like, why are you doing it?
No, you know? Yes. And yes, confidence takes you really far. Yeah, far. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, anything else you want to share before we end it? Oh wait, I didn't ask you, what services do you guys offer?
So we are a full service salon. We offer color, cuts, everything that's trending. We just body waxing, eyebrows, brow lamination, lash lifts. The only thing we don't have available right now is anything that has to do with nails and eyelash extensions.
And men's haircuts.
And men's haircuts. Yeah, no, they're way too picky.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
Are they really? Every time I've gone with Demi, a guy always walks in, oh, do you guys cut hair? No, sorry. You guys do have that, like...
Yeah, so, I mean...
You think in the future someone will do it?
Maybe, but it's on them. It's like, I can't help you do it. And then I hate feeling the little pelitos on me. Yeah, it gets like really annoying.
Yeah,
too.
It's a lot.
But they're picky. Even with their eyebrows, like they'll come in and they'll be like this, that. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Who? Put them down.
Yeah, no, guys.
All guys.
All guys.
I want my husband to get his eyebrows done.
Has he ever? Oh, and they're more sensitive too, pobrecitos. Yeah.
Rajados. Yeah. They start tearing, guys? Or
they'll just be like... Yeah.
Dude, like, it's because my husband has thick brows, and I'm like, you should get them done.
Waxing is better.
I tell him to wax, but he's
because
scared.
Threading hurts. I mean, threading, you get really like nice, sharp, clean looks, pero pues it's a lot more pain.
Does it grow back differently?
Yes, because what wax does, it cuts. So when you rip it off, a lot of the times it can just cut the hair.
Okay.
So when it grows in more blunt, and with the thread, you like roll it from the root, so it'll just grow out tapered.
Okay. So does it take longer to grow back if you thread it?
Yeah, because it's coming out from the very, very bottom. Yes.
I know, I'm scared.
Dude, have you ever had them done?
Dari did no. Dari did a brow lamination on me, and I liked it.
With wax, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't too bad, but I don't know.
You should do a lash lift too. That would look really pretty.
Dude, it's because I'm so low maintenance. I don't know, like...
That's why.
I want to
be low maintenance. Yeah, because you don't... The nice thing about the lash lifts, they just slowly start falling down. It's not...
Does it take long?
Maintenance or anything. An hour.
Which one's the one that does like 2 hours? The long one. Is that the same thing?
No. Yeah, no, because lamination takes 1 hour, lash lifts take 1 hour.
Okay.
Think about it.
Think about it. But I'll link Demi's information down below. I'll put your salon in hours and stuff.
Yes.
Or your booking link, because you do that too, to book.
Yes, the Bogaro.
So I'll link all that below, and then you guys can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Apple Music. What is it? Apple Podcasts.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm on Apple Podcasts now. Yay.
And my handles are Demi Brows everywhere. Demi Brows or Demi Brows Beauty for the salon page. Yes.
Yeah, and I'll link it down below too, so you guys can go check her out. But yeah, we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.